my name's Nancy. This is Strength and Stretch. Today what you'll need is a tennis ball, not a tennis ball, let's do the golf ball today. And then 2 sets of hand weights, your sturdy chair, and a couple of blankets or towels to prop up on, and then optional for a bolster or a foam roller. We're going to get started stretching up with our posture. So if you make your way to a wall, and you're going to put your heels against the wall, and then try to get your glutes against the wall, and then bringing your arms into cactus arms so that your elbows are 90 degrees. Put your shoulders against the wall and try to roll your shoulders back and down and the back of your head against the wall. If you have a ponytail, you might have to take it out. Tucking your chin, and then move away whatever you need to move away that isn't going to touch in whatever body you're in today, because that's where we're starting. And just beginning to push your fingertips up towards the sky, and then draw your elbows down towards the ground, and pushing your fingertips towards the sky, and getting movement through your shoulders a little bit, your chest a little bit. Noticing the natural curve in your back, your thoracic spine here, and you can notice the curve in your cervical spine here. And dropping your arms down, palms facing away from you, just trying to make a circle, keeping the backs of your hands on the wall as long as you can. They can come off the wall whenever they don't reach anymore. And then bring your arms back down. And you're going to fan your arms up towards the sky, hands close to the wall if you can, and down. And one more time. You can notice how much movement this gets in your body, just warming up. And then stepping away. I want you to stay near the wall, but turn and face the wall. And you're going to put your hands shoulder height on the wall, keeping your arms length away, and then bending your elbows and leaning in. And as you lean in, you're keeping your posture upright. So your body is staying straight. You're not bending at the neck. You're not bending at the hips. You're just trying to get a little bit of movement through your upper body, doing your wall push-ups to get started with. Try 4 more here. When you're finished with your 4, you're going to still be hands on the wall. Press your palms into the wall as best as you can, trying to flatten your hands. And then step your right foot back, put your heel down and bend your left knee. And this might be enough for you. If you have a little more stretch, you could bend your elbows and lean into the wall and trying to get your calf, the back of your leg, straightened, stretched. And once you feel that stretch, just give it a second here. You could try to put just a baby bend in that right knee. Maybe your heel comes up an inch or so. And see if you can get the stretch in your soleus as well as your gastroc. So you're trying to get deeper, get the muscle that's underneath the surface muscle. And then stepping back, your feet side by side again. Step back your left leg, put your left heel down, bend your right knee. Find a stretch that's going to be sustainable. You don't want it to be too uncomfortable, and certainly never going to pain. Before you go to pain, just stop. Don't do it. And then you can lean in if you have any extra stretch in that back calf. Once you get that stretch in there, you're thinking about just putting a baby bend in that left knee, trying to get deeper into your calf, closer to the bone in your stretch. And then stepping together, and you can go back to your space. If you come into your mountain pose and have your feet pointing forward, hip width apart, roll your shoulders back and down, turn your palms forward, and roll your ankles in and feel the inner edge of your foot. Notice what happens to your knees and your hips. And then flatten your feet. Notice what happens to your knees and your hips. And then roll your ankles out, noticing the same, and lower down. All right, we're going to do a pre-assessment for balance. So first, notice your mountain pose. You're balanced in your mountain pose. You're symmetrical both sides. And then you're going to put your weight into your right leg by bringing your left heel forward. And if you can, lift that heel. You're welcome to use your chair or wall to hold on to. Just notice what your steadiness is like today. And then put that foot down, and then shifting your weight into your left leg, tapping the right heel out. You can keep your heel tapped down or try lifting it. You can hold to the chair or a wall if you choose to. And notice that steadiness or unsteadiness. You know, if you fall out of a balancing pose, it's a wonderful opportunity to notice how you're going to show back up into that pose. And then putting that foot down. From mountain pose, put your hands on your hips, and we're going to do a back body, back line assessment. So you can stay forward. You're going to hinge at your hips. Lean forward with your chest. Pull your belly in and rock yourself back up to standing. And then lean forward with your chest again. Hold that and notice what you feel all the way from the tip of your toes, the bottoms of your feet, your calves, your hamstrings, the backs of your glutes, your hips. Pull your belly in and slowly roll yourself back up. Good. Now the golf ball, we're going to be doing footwork, and we're going to test ourselves again after we do the footwork to see what kind of benefit you can get from the golf ball. So if you come, find your chair, bring it over to your mat. You're going to sit in the front half of your chair with your knees over your ankles and your toes pointing straight ahead. And then place the golf ball underneath your right foot. And you're just going to have 2 minutes. I got the time right here. 2 minutes to roll the golf ball underneath your foot. You're trying to cover all the bottom surface of your foot with the golf ball. You can go sideways all the way up. You could go front and back from heel to little toe, from heel to fourth toe, heel to third toe, heel to second toe, heel to big toe. You can make circles. You could do circles under your ball mound and your instep, or slide back and forth under your toes, just so that for 2 minutes you're putting some sort of pressure on the bottom of your foot, the whole surface area of your foot, the outer edge of your instep, and then the inner edge of your instep. Thinking about that too. We have a minute left, so just keep moving, moving, moving. It just amazes me, actually, it amazes me how doing your footwork gives you so much more flexibility and ease and stability. About 30 seconds. Just keep going, keep that ball moving. All areas of the bottom of your foot. And maybe you can notice a certain part of your foot is more tender than another part, or more tough than another part. All right, 3, 2, 1. And then stand up in your mountain pose. Just check out the right side of your body, from the tip of your right toes all the way up through your hips. You could put your hand on your hip tip if you want to mark it. Or can you feel anything else from your hip to your shoulder maybe, or even the back of your neck? And what words would you use to describe it? Maybe softer, smoother, longer, flatter, steadier. I don't know, you use your words. And then sit back down and we'll try the left side. So you're going to put the golf ball under the left foot. And you're going to roll it continuously. Let me see, I got the time. You're going to roll it for 2 minutes. Sideways. You can make circles. You can go heel to toe, back to heel, back to another toe, heel to toe. Play around with your instep a little bit, so maybe the inside of your instep. So your instep from your big toe to your heel, right in that area, there's a tendon that's kind of big. And then the outer edge of your instep is the arch of your foot that's straight and flat there. You could try. And circle the ball mound. And just keep that movement. Changing spots, but making sure you get all of the spots. Maybe rocking back and forth underneath your toes. We got about 30 seconds. While you're sitting there, how does the bottom of your right foot feel? What can you feel? Any warmth maybe? Any tingling? Does it feel flatter, longer, wider? Maybe it just doesn't feel any of that. 10 more seconds. All right, and then stepping down, you can move the golf ball to the side. You're welcome to use your chair for any of the standing balance work that we do. But let's try first the single leg squats. So you're going to put your body weight into your right leg by bending that right knee and putting your left heel out, or you can lift your left leg. Engage your core and just notice how your steadiness feels. Notice if your foot wants to roll in or put your weight on the inner edge or the outer edge. It's just interesting, good information. And then switch legs. So now you're going to put your weight into your left leg, just bending that left knee a little bit to take your right heel out. You can keep it down or lift it. Try to compare it to when we did it the first time. Maybe you feel a difference, maybe you don't. And if you come out of this posture, how would you get back into it? All right, and step your feet down, and then taking your hands to your hips, your toes pointing forward. Just hinge at your hips, lead with your chest, go down once, come back up, and then go down and hold it. And notice, can you go further with more comfort or not? Notice how the bottom of your feet feel. Maybe your hamstrings, your glutes, your calves, the back of your knee. Slowly coming up. standing in your mountain pose, and compare both sides to each other. Notice the left side. All right, good. So then we're going to do just a little bit of moving balance. If you put your weight into your, let's do your left leg and put your right leg out in front. Bend your knee this time. And you can try steadiness here, single leg stand with your knee bent. And you can try movement by flexing your foot and pressing back through your heel and hinge at your hip. So extend your leg behind you. Hold your chair, hand on your hip if you choose to, hands over your heart. So we've shifted the center of gravity here. And then stand up and let's try the other side. So you're going to put your weight into your right leg, left heel out, and then bend your knee. Whatever height you want to bend it. And just try working through your ankles and feet. Extend your leg behind you. Press your heel out first. You can hinge at your hips a little bit. And what does that steadiness feel like? And then release that. All right, try this. Let's go. Working through your feet, arms over your head. And as you exhale, bend at your knees and bend at your hips and sweep your arms back. So now let's try lifting your heels. So heel lift and lower, and heel lift and lower, and heel lift and lower. Try two more. All of this, you know, you're doing your weight bearing activities, good for your bones. And inhale, bring yourself back up and straight. Pick up one of your weights. I think it could be lighter or heavier. And we're going to do the heel ball toes again. So standing here, you're going to sit back into your heels, lift your toes, and stand up. Now you're not looking down. You're sticking your booty back, your knees over your ankles, and then your upper body just has a bit of a diagonal to it, but it's not bending. All right, now stand up and lift your heels. Flatten your feet, sit back into your heels and lift your toes. Stand up, lift your heels. Heels down, sit back, lift your toes. Stand up, lift your heels. Adding on, flatten your feet down, sit back, stand up, lift your heels, press your weight over your head. Stand up, sit back, body weight in your heels, toes up, stand up, lift your heels, arms over your head. Sit back, body weight in your heels, stand up, heels up, arms over your head. Try two more of these your way. Good. All right. Pick up your, let's see, if you have a light weight, just bend at your knees and safely put it down, and pick up two heavier weights. We're going to isolate biceps right now. You can be steady through your feet, feet hip width apart or a little wider if you want to. Turn your palms forward and have your elbow be in the front half of that seam line. If you have a seam down your shirt. So you're not going to swing your elbows back for biceps. And then just lift your weights up to your shoulders and lower down. So you're going to lift them not quite all the way up and lower them not quite all the way down. Lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. Try 8, keeping your body still, so you're just using that front top muscle of your arm. And noticing the grip on your weight. Are you white knuckling it? Or are you holding it loose enough to where you can still hold on to it, but not get tired through your hands. All right, and then relax that. So we've practiced the squat for a minute, but let's try a lunge. So you're going to step heel, ball, toe, bend your front knee over your ankle, bend your back knee and push off. Heel, ball, toe, bend your front knee, bend your back knee and push off. So just get the motion down. You can increase your intensity by either going lower or by taking a longer step. And you don't have to do either. Those are just choices. So now we're going to add in the bicep. So palms are forward. As you step forward, lift your bicep. As you push off, lower your bicep. Step forward, lift, and lower. Step forward, lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. Try 8 here. That's 4 on each side. Trying to keep your elbows solid towards your body so they're not swinging out and they're not swinging forward and back. You're just lifting and lowering. If you want to go down in weight to get a better form, you're welcome to do that. When you're finished with your 8, just coming back to standing. And then we're going to try standing, bending your elbows behind your back now. So versus being in front, you want them behind. Step your right leg back, bend your left knee, lengthen the back of your neck, and straighten your arms behind you. Then bend your elbows, bring your weights back to the sides of your chest. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. So keep going. Your tricep, the upper back arm, is working its hardest when your elbow is straightened behind your back. And you keep that elbow behind your back for your triceps. Thinking about wrist, not rocking and rolling your wrist in any direction. Try 2 more. Good. Okay, so now we've practiced the squat. So we're going to do 1 squat and then we'll add triceps to squats. So bring your weights next to your chest, elbows behind your back. Feet can be hip width or wider. Sit back, stand up. So when you sit back, body weight goes in your heels. Sit back, straighten your arms, bend your arms, stand up. Engage your core. Sit back, straighten, bend, stand up. Sit back, straighten, bend, stand up. Sit back, straighten, bend, stand up. Try 8 more of these. Engage your core, keeping your knees over your ankles. You can go at your own pace. Good, you look good. When you're finished with your 8, just come to standing. And then we're going to even ourselves out for your calves. So let's step your left leg back. Bend your right knee. Press your left heel down if it'll go. It may not go. And then bringing your weights on either sides of your thigh. Lift your elbows above your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then lower your arms down. So lift and squeeze. And here's the thing. Lower down slowly. Control the speed of lowering your hands. Because then you're going to be working your muscles even more. And you're not letting gravity take control of your action. You're trying to lift your elbows and bring your elbows above your back. And when you do, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Try 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, step together. We're going to work on your back a little bit more with squeezing those shoulder blades. So take your feet wide, your knees and toes pointing maybe to the corners of the long edge of your mat or the room, whichever way you're, facing in your room, and bend your knees. Stay low for a minute and check in with your body. You want to be where your knees are open and your feet are open. So what it could look like is feet rolled in or knees rolled in. And you want to try to adjust so that knees and toes go in the same direction and you're not rolling in. Your torso is upright. Stand up. Now bring your weights so your elbows are 90 degrees. When you go down, draw your elbows behind your back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Now to come up, squeeze your inner thigh and your glutes and push up and bring your weights out towards the front. Your arms don't have to go straight out in front, but somewhat past your body. Elbows behind your back, squeeze, shoulder blades, arms in front. Go down, plie, and go forward. Go down, plie, and go forward. Go down, and go forward. Try 8 more of these. When your elbows are behind your back, you're squeezing, so you can feel your shoulder blades squeeze, but you can also feel your chest lengthening. When you're finished your 8, heel toe yourself together. Bend at the knees if you have your heavy weights and put them down and pick up one of your lighter weights. So we're going to do a little more balance work while we do shoulders. If you take the weight in your left hand, put your right hand on your hip. Press out to the side with your right heel. So and that was a good example. You don't want to come back in fast. You want to go out and try to control coming back in. Try pushing with your heel and coming back in. And go slow because you're going to lift your opposite arm only shoulder height and come back in. Lift your leg in your opposite arm and come back in. The arm only goes as high as your shoulder. You're still trying to push out through your heel. Let's do 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, just relax. Switch hands with your weights. When you were moving, were you able to notice anything about having done the golf ball work? Like, did your foot feel more solid or flatter? Or maybe you didn't pay attention, which is usually what happens to all of us. So forcing yourself to pay attention to what's going on inside your body and to how your body is in the space that surrounds it is where we're going to make our most progress. So now we're going to do the left heel out, slowly come in. Left heel out. How does the right leg and foot feel? Left leg out and come in. And then try lifting your arm shoulder height as you lift your leg. Eight more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, light weights. And I say lighter because shoulders, you know, they're smaller muscles and they get tired faster. So let's do a little more side stepping, but a little more shoulder, but this time we're working anterior delts, the front of your shoulder. So just practice 2 steps to the side, stepping out and in. 2 steps to the side, stepping out. And that's weight bearing, you're stepping down. Now lift up your arms, shoulder height. And then lower them. And lift them up. And lower them. You can do one arm and then the other if you choose to. We're going to try 4 more. Think about engaging your core. 2 more. 1 more. Good, and then roll your shoulders back and down. Steady through your feet. Your feet can be wider than your hips. And just side bend to the right. Keep your left shoulder down and let that weight in your left hand extend your arm. And just take a minute to feel the left side of your neck and top of shoulder. Come back up to center and then left side bend, leaving your right shoulder down and let that right weight carry your arm long. Feel right side of neck and top of shoulder. 1 more time each way. So side bend right, feel into your left, and pull yourself upright. Side bend left, feel into your right, and pull yourself upward. Good. Okay, safely put your weights down. We're going to get on the floor. Make sure you have a heavy weight nearby. Make sure you have either your blankets and your towels, 2 of them, or your bolster. Well, you'll need a blanket or a towel anyways, or foam roller. So make sure you have things ready for chest stretch, but that's at the end, just so you don't have to get back up again. And we're going to get down on the floor, do a little bit of core work, a little bit of stretching. So for your core work, you can take one of your blankets and fold it up, put it underneath your head. Turn your palms up to the sky for a minute and roll your shoulders back and down, even though they're pressing into that mat. Stack your hands behind your head. Drop your elbows low. You're going to use the muscles between your hip tips and your rib cage to pull your shoulders up. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, pull your shoulders up. Inhale, lower your shoulders down. Exhale, pull your shoulders up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, pull up. It's subtle. It's not a big movement. You're not really changing your shape at all. The only thing that's changing is that you're using your belly to lift and lower your shoulders. Let's try 4 more here. And then release that. Turn your palms up to the sky. Your arms can be out to the side or diagonally out to the side. Try bringing both of your knees into tabletop. So 90 degrees at the knees, 90 degrees at the hips. Feel your back, it'll flatten a little bit. Feel your transverse abdominals, those will engage a little bit. So extend your right leg to the sky and bend it back. And extend your left leg to the sky and bend it back. Can you notice anything going on through your abdomen to make this change? And then extend both legs up, heels closer together, toes further apart. And you're going to split your legs and try lifting and lowering that right leg only. It doesn't have to go far, just far enough where you can feel the action that your core is doing. If you feel your back starting to tense up and the arch get bigger, you want to go less low. You could keep going from bent knee to straight knee if you want to. Try 2 more on this side. All right, now here you are. Feet are up. You're going to try lowering your left leg. Bring it back up. Pay attention to what all is moving through your torso, through your core, to just do this one movement. And again, if you feel your back tensing up, you can take the movement to a bent knee and a straight knee. A bent knee and a straight knee. 2 more. All right, bring your knees to your chest. Give your knees a squeeze and check in with your back. Does your back feel okay? Can you release any tension from it? Okay, let's straighten your legs back up again, heels together, toes apart. Turn your palms up to the sky. This time, just make a small circle to the right with your heels stuck together like you have glue there. Heels to the right into a circle. When you finish the circle, go heels to the left into a circle. Just try reversing your circle. And as you do the action, notice how much of your core, your torso, needs to work to make leg circles, small leg circles. The lower you go with your feet, the more pressure you're going to put on your back. So you want to try to keep your back more neutral and have your core more working. 2 more in each direction. So that's 4 circles. Okay, and then bend your knees, pull your knees into your chest. Now, extending your legs back into tabletop. And you can always put your feet down if you choose not to. Straighten your right leg. Take your right hand and put your hand either on your shin or under your thigh, on your left side. Then you're going to lift your shoulders and your head, just like you did in the very first exercise. You could always put your other hand behind your head to help hold it, or you can always put your head and neck down. So pull your left knee in towards your chest, and then switch arms and legs, right hand, left leg, left hand behind your head if you want it there. Pull, switch, pull, switch. If you're not putting your hand behind your head, you can straighten it next to your torso. Pull, switch, pull, switch, pull, switch, pull, switch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bring your knees to your chest and give your knees a squeeze. Go rock side to side if you want. Did your back help you? And it's not a judgment or a good or a bad. It's just for you to know whether you were actually working your core as much as you thought you were, or whether your back was helping you at all. Okay, now take a breath in and turn your palms up to the sky. Take a breath out and cross your right ankle over your left knee. Kind of push that right knee away. And then lift your left knee into tabletop and feel your core engaging here. So now you're getting a stretch in the glute and hamstring area. You're also using your abdominals to hold you up. You could take your hands and thread them around your left thigh if you want more stretch. You could pull that thigh higher towards your chest. Soften your feet, your ankles. And then just go far enough where you feel the stretch get deeper in the right side. So lower your left leg to the left just a few inches, maybe 5 inches, maybe less, maybe more, until you get deeper into the right. And come back up to center and straighten your leg up to the sky. Point and flex your ankle and your toes. Rotate your ankle in one direction and then the other. Now bend that knee and put your foot down and uncross your leg. Put your right foot down. Inhale, turn your palms to the sky. Exhale, bring your left ankle across your right knee and push your left knee away a little bit. And then lift your right leg into tabletop. Feeling into your left glute and hamstring area. Now you can stay there, or you can thread your hands around your right thigh and pull your thigh higher towards your chest for a deeper stretch. And then relax your feet and ankles. And then moving your right leg to the right just enough to feel yourself getting deeper or getting more of a stretch in the left side. And bring your leg back up to center, extending your leg straight up towards the sky. And point and flex your ankle and your toes. Rotate your ankle in one direction and the other. Place your foot down on the mat and then uncross your left ankle and put it on the mat. Keeping your knees bent, find your weight. Then we're going to do some pullovers. So if you want to hold either end of the weight and keep the weight in your hands rather than cranking them back and forth, your wrists, you got to keep your wrists nice and straight. While you're here with your hands in front of your chest, try to push your arms into your shoulder socket and try to push the shoulders into the mat. So this is going to be also an exercise in breath work. On an in-breath, bringing the arms up next to your ears as best you can, a big breath in. And on an out breath, pull your belly in, pull your ribs in, kegel, forcefully breathe out and bring the weights back up in front of your chest. So you're going to inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, help that. Pull your arms back up in front of your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, pull up. Inhale here. Exhale, pull up. Inhale here. Exhale, pull up. Inhale. And exhale. Let's try 6 more. Go slow. Be in control of the speed of your arms in both directions. Make full use of your breath. And then bending your elbows, you're going to roll just a little bit to one side and put the weight down. And then actually flip yourself over, roll yourself all the way over so that you're face down, and you can use this blanket to put under your forehead. So if you fold your blanket however you need to get it under your forehead so your nose is not pressed into the mat. And on an in-breath, try to lift your chest, just gaze somewhere out in front of you. And on an out-breath, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. Feel the lower back extension and lower your chest down. Inhale and lift. So your back is part of your core too. Exhale and down. Inhale and lift, and exhale and down. Inhale and lift, and exhale and down. Try 2 more. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. Okay, now bend both of your knees so that your feet are like parallel to the sky. You're slowly going to lower your knees to the right. They're not going to go to the floor. Keep your knees down. Your feet go right. Come back to the center and then lower yourself to the left. Both feet. Come back through center. Feet go right. Come back through center. Feet go left. Keep going with that slow motion, noticing the rocking motion. So we're trying to just get a little more rotation in your hips where your leg comes into your hip socket. You're going to go 4 more, 2 on each side. And maybe it feels really good and you want to do more. When you're finished with your 4, we're going to finish off our work with a plank, which is weight bearing for sure. So you can choose to do a plank on your forearms. You can choose to do a plank on your hands. If you want to do that, I would suggest bending at the knees and the hips and coming into tabletop first. So you can stay on your hands down from your shoulders or come on your forearms down from your shoulders. You can extend your right leg back and your left leg back and keep your body in line. You're welcome to put your knees down. You want to do, if your butt has to go up or down, have it go up. No saggy butts here, not in this class. And holding your plank at whatever height you want to hold it at. Trying to spread now. Spread, make space between your shoulder blades. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If your knees aren't down, put them down. Sit back onto your heels. And you can rock a little bit if you choose to, or stay in the middle. Nicely done. And then let's get set up for your chest stretch. So you're either going to use a foam roller, where you sit on one end of the foam roller and lay down so that your spine is on top, and the foam roller becomes like a second spine underneath you. And then fold your blanket up and put it underneath your head. Have your knees bent and arms out to the side with your palms facing up. If you're using a bolster, you're going to sit on the mat, not on the bolster. Your knees are bent. Use your hands on either side to lower yourself down onto the bolster, and then have something, your blanket or towel under your head. Turn your palms up to the sky. Try to let your elbows reach the floor. They may or may not. If they're really tight, if that's why they're not reaching the floor, you can use a block under one elbow, under each of your elbows. And then if you want to do using just your blankets or towels, you're rolling up one of them sideways, and you're going to put that one on your mat, right about where your shoulder blades are going to be, and you're going to use your other blanket or towel and fold it up and put it where your head is going to be. And then you're going to lay down with your shoulder blades on the cross blanket, your head on the other blanket. Turn your palms to the sky, bend your knees. And whew, just take a breath in, long and slow, and take a breath out. Slowing your breath down, letting your body release any remaining tension or stress that it's feeling in the muscles or the soft tissues. If you want to think about letting anything go from your mind that you've been playing around with in your head, you could try letting go of that too. Just slowing yourself down for a moment. Giving yourself this moment in this day. If you start thinking about your to-do list, stop. Don't do it. Not this 1 minute. You can return to thinking about slow, steady breath in and softening as you breathe out. If you're on your foam roller, you're going to think about one hip, one side, and just lower that hip down onto the ground. Your knees are bent, and in all other positions, rolling over onto the side, your knees are bent. And just go slow. Keep the benefit of your practice. Using your hands and your arms and pushing yourself back up to a comfortable seat. I want to thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for caring about getting stronger, so you can be stronger, but you can also help other people be stronger. I'm so glad we have this community. Thank you. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy.